Welcome to another episode of Do You Even Resonate? This is a show where I do actual message testing with real people on actual websites. And in this episode, we have Cognism. So let's take a look at Cognism. So what is Cognism about? So it is a sales intelligence platform, kind of like Zoominfo and those tools. This is the website. We give you mobiles and B2B emails of people you want to do business with. And some other cool stuff, including this thing and the other thing and some other things. And then, cool graphics. And then we have these flying things over here. You deserve more live conversations, 5x, 7x, 80%. Some stats, video. We have context, compliance boxes with quite a bit of copy here, and some use cases and some other stuff. All right, so that's kind of the gist of the website here. Their target audience, demand generation people. So I recruited demand generation marketers for this message testing exercise here. And what did we find out? So looking at the data, overall compellingness, mediocre, and clarity slightly better, but also mediocre, not in the excellent range. While analyzing the data of what is going on here, I actually found out that there are only very few issues. Overall, it's actually very strong. And what is the problem? Why are these numbers kind of like meh? While overall, if you read the data, it sounds like it's pretty amazing. People actually love it. Well, let's start from the top. So let's start from the top headline. The above the fold value prop. Okay, big problem. Well, Cognism is a British company, and it shows. How does it show? Because they use language Americans don't understand. We give you mobiles, and Americans are, you gave us phones. Why do I need a phone? I already have. Or you give me a free phone. I want a phone, sure. So what they mean is mobile phone numbers. They say mobile. The people that just cannot even, other stuff here. So, okay, they read it. Okay, I get it. So how are you different from Zoominfo? Are you different from Lucia, whatever? But basically, most people mention Zoominfo by name. So here's the thing. If you're in a mature category, which sales intelligence is very mature, and if there's a known established category leader, Zoominfo, you need to say up front, how are you different and or better? Otherwise, people dismiss you as more of the same. So there's a lot of dismissing going on in this sections. Like, well, yeah, but it looks like everybody else. So the unrestricted access, some people are like, why would I care about it? And one person knew the pain of being a Zoominfo customer. So I think we need to lean into it some more. International stuff, also, there's kind of weird. It says global. It's like this region, and also global. Yeah. And in this integration set, people are like, well, but what kind of integrations are we talking about here? So like spell it out. Then we go into the next section. And the big problem here was, see how this is flying, this flying elements, and unless you scroll to this section here all the way, it kind of covers the content. That's a problem for some people. So it's kind of cool, but maybe it's like a form over function. And then you deserve more live conversations. It's kind of like this headline, this subhead is not working. You deserve really, like, what are you talking about here? Oh, people want so like basically make it more impactful, put a number in it, make more claims. And what the key issue that people had about these numbers was like, where is this coming from? What is the source of this data? And they're calling bullshit. Now, of course, I was digging around and I saw this is like Cognism customer case studies. It's nowhere. It's they don't say that. They don't say that this comes from the mouth of the horse. And B2B data that ticks all the boxes. Same thing. Like this subhead is really, really boring, and the text is kind of like overwhelming. Even though when they start reading it, there's like the content is actually very good. The content is actually very good. They like it. Just the subheads and the length is kind of intimidating. So people kind of shine away. And then when they get to the compliance part, they realize that, wow, this is the differentiation. Well, this is one of the differentiations. Because nobody else does this. Nobody else talks about it. This could be something big that Cognism can really lean into with their sales pitch. So I summarize some of this data here in this document. So yeah, above the fold mobiles. Also, this thing where you got to choose. Are we about more data? You always have enough process, or are we about better data? Can you really be both? Maybe you need to pick, because like Zoominfo can do plenty data, right? So I think they should lean into the accuracy, because if you dig into the other copy they have on the site, that really seems to be going for them. So I would definitely lean into it. The second highlight, the key issues there are. The headline falls on too many stats, and there's this quote that I like. This is just I put it there. Too many statistics will numb your reader's ability to draw meaning from them. Statistics should be sprinkled like pepper, not smeared like butter. Yeah, and then the final, the big 3 columns thing here, as I just said, the subheads and the compliance thing. Now, I took this information, and the overall issues that I forgot to mention is like, I need to see more case studies of like how companies, they have a case studies page, bring more of that to the homepage. We need to communicate the differentiation up front, lean into it and like name drop Zoominfo in particular, and screenshots. You go through their homepage, there's not a single screenshot. You can't see the product, and people are always show me the product. And people also had complaints about this graphics. It's like not really adding any value. Hard to say. It's kind of cool, has a certain vibe to it, but I would definitely use more screenshots. So, based on these very specific criticism or shortcomings of this page, I kind of like took a stab at rewriting the homepage. So here's what I came up with. So first of all, we give you mobile phone numbers, not mobiles, mobile phone numbers and B2B emails. By the way, this B2B emails kind of like struck a chord of target customers, just to shorten it. So as opposed to of people you want to do business with. So once I added mobile phone numbers, it just became longer. I deleted this stuff, other cool stuff, including, and what I did is like lean into Zoominfo. Bam! People want to know, how are you better than Zoominfo? Well, this is how we're better. So I put this in a quote, like, and of course I don't have the real data and all that stuff, so I'll just pull something. But if you don't want to, like, you're afraid of a lawsuit, and I get it and all that stuff. So, but maybe it's a quote from a customer testimonial: 7x more live conversations, which is that they throw around. Who said it? Well, we can also say like John Customer at from that company, right? Then not lead with the accuracy thing, 98% accuracy. And I put this, what I found really compelling, like, we've called all the numbers you're going to call to know that they're actually going to pick up, right? And unrestricted access, unlike who, hint, hint, Zoominfo. International coverage, just remove the global thing. Easy setup, just make it a little bit shorter, and list key integration, that shit that people care about, and put some GDPR compliance thing in here too. We could take it off to save the space, maybe. All right, then they had this. You deserve more live conversations. I made it get 7 times more conversations, right? Quantified. Also, when they have a problem statement, I added, well, we fixed this, and where the stats are coming from. Here are the results our customers are seeing after switching to Cognism. Hint, hint, switch away from Zoominfo. Video. I put a screenshot here. They didn't have any screenshot. I just put one here. I'm not sure this is the right spot to do. My ability to customize the website is limited here. But basically, have a look. Oh, it's a familiar user interface. If you use some of these platforms, you feel familiar. Oh, this is not something crazy. That's pretty cool. And then they had here context, compliance. I made the subheads a little longer, but I think much more impactful. And I overall shortened it, especially this compliance stuff. I took one block out of it. Actually, this section is now more compressed, more condensed. I added here, get DNC clean numbers from the get-go. They had it in an internal page. I brought it here because some people were like, why do I need to manually check? Like, can I just see it right away? And they do it. Yeah, so these are the changes I proposed. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time.